Gilmore Girls and revisiting Stars Hollow. What did I wear? Of course, I wore my Film by Kirk shirt. Following footage you are about to see is from my day at the Holidays Made Here event at Warner Brothers. In fact, while I worked at Warner Brothers for at least 8 years, I have never gone on the tour. Definitely an adventure, and hopefully the tour guide was not too bugged by my fun facts that I would interject because I was sitting in the front seat. And after all, I did work on the show, and so sometimes he would say something, and I'm like, that's not exactly how we shot that. But anyways, I did learn a few fun facts, like remember the scene where Rory gets hit by a deer? Well, that was filmed in the jungle, which is the area that we're in right now. We shot a lot of things in the jungle. Not just on Gilmore Girls, I also shot a scene on Pretty Little Liars in the jungle. Remember when they buried Allison? That's where we shot that. It was like walking down memory lane, especially that scene where Luke pushes Jess into the lake.
Fun fact, that road in the left leads to nowhere.
That road that led to nowhere was where Rory got hit by the deer. This concrete ditch is the lake where Jess gets pushed in the water by Luke. I must say, everyone loved that moment. Every structure on the Warner Brothers lot can serve multiple purposes, like these houses are actually production offices, but we also film there. This right here is my home away from home. It's the costume department, and we've also filmed inside there too. The stages are where all the magic happens. We're almost to Stars Hollow. Finally made it to Stars Hollow. Now, I just want to remind you that I have spent a good portion of my life on this backlot working on Gilmore Girls and other shows, but 7 long seasons, 1 show, plus a reboot. And it was incredible to revisit the place again, although it is not exact. I don't want you to think that it is exact because it's not. There are a lot of subtle differences that only the trained eye that spent hours and hours and hours would notice. Like Dosey's Market. Just a costume thing here, but the employees should be wearing a Dosey's apron that just says Dosey's with like yellow lettering. Very simple. That's what we did. I don't know why it's different. I don't know how I feel about Al's Pancake World because, I mean, technically, there was no Al's Pancake World. We never saw Al's Pancake World. It was a joke. It was intentionally never shown. Those are my thoughts. But I really feel like they did a fun job inside, and it was kind of cool that people could actually eat in these sets. Now, there's one thing I wish they had done. I really wish that they would have made the ice cream shop into an ice cream shop and included the window into Luke's. Seriously, I think that is the one major thing that they really should have done. It would have been so cool. Walking around Stars Hollow was magical. Since Stars Hollow hold a lot of secrets, and this building right here was not just a church, it also happened to be the shooting location for many interior sets that we didn't have space for on stage, like Christopher's apartment. Also, another opportunity missed. I mean, they could have put the pews in. You could have sat down and just taken a break. One thing they did that was pretty cool was they had piped in the actors' voices in different spots around town. A few of the actors were there that day doing Scott's podcast. And of course, I got to say hello. The interior of this house served as many different sets on the show, like the upstairs of Lane's house, the interior of Lane's apartment, Liz and TJ's house, and the bridal suite for Logan's sister Honor's wedding. While the interiors that they built specially for this event were absolutely beautiful, I really wish that they would have spent a little bit more time trying to match the aesthetic and the way that these sets look like when we filmed them originally. I don't think there was a dry eye in the place when they walked in and saw that. Definitely very special. And a very special moment for me when I worked on A Year in the Life, walking into stage and seeing that giant portrait. For me, walking into these sets, all I can do is imagine what they used to look like. The countless hours we spent waiting for them to set up these shots and the quick moments the actors had to be able to shoot it.
your diner window.
Oh yeah, was that TJ?
Kirk.
Was that TJ?
I mean, technically, Kirk was driving, but it was Taylor's car. Fun fact about the Hughes brothers sign: Amy Sherman Palladino's mother's maiden name is Hughes. The front side of Suki's is the back side of Lorelei's. And fun fact, we shot the interior for Suki's house inside that house. And Lorelei's house was shot on stage 18. I really wish they would have displayed Suki's house inside that space. I mean, it made a lot more sense because, after all, that is where we shot it, and it would be more interesting for someone walking in to experience how we went from Lorelei's house to Suki's house. And if you were really paying attention and were lucky enough, you might have just caught this guy. Robert Lee, guys. Hi, Robert Lee.
Hi, how you doing?
Robert worked on the show. He was in Luke's Diner. Up these stairs was where we filmed Lorelei's bedroom for the first several seasons. A fun thing they did was they transformed the black, white, and red movie theater into a trivia hotspot. It was a lot of fun, and if you knew your trivia, you might even have won something. It started to get dark. Everyone gathered to wait and wait and wait for the tree to light, and it was magical. My favorite memories working on Gilmore Girls was when the camera would wrap. I'd grab my bike and I'd ride through Stars Hollow on my way to the parking garage, and all the twinkly lights covered the trees, surrounded the gazebo, and it was just so beautiful. Before we get to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you. I got another moment just like that one at the end, so please stick around for it. I really, really want to reiterate this. Thank you. 1,100 subscribers subscribed this week, and without you guys, I would not be one step closer to monetization. I still need about 3,000 watched hours in the long format, so please check out the playlist I made. And thank you. Give yourself a pat on the back, hit that thumbs up button, share this with a friend, whatever you got to do, because I want to tell you more fun stories from behind the scenes.
Insist that you go over this entire car again.
There's nothing wrong with this car.
I'm paying you for a service. I would like that service performed.
Okay, I look again.